Hello, in this video we will see how to pass a object into another object as into another object's method as a parameter. So here we have a product named Apple and another one Orange, and these are the prices. So if you remember from the previous video, so we have a constructor. It takes two parameters, one for the name and the other one for the price. So here, if I run this program and the P1 and P2, the info method displays the information about the product. Apple is $10, the other one is $15. So now let's say I want to know if the prices are the same. So here I am talking to one of the objects. So I say, let's say I am talking to P1 and I am asking to P1, um, do you have the same price as the P2? So as the calling method, so right now the calling method is main method, and the main method, I don't have to know the price of P1 and price of P2. I cannot see the price, but I am telling them, are you so do you have the same price? So I am talking to P1 and I say, is your price the same as the price of P2? So here let's say um, has the same price, okay, and has the same price, and the parameter is P2, okay. um, so here let's actually, I want this to return a boolean value, either true or false. That means if they have the same price, this should return true. So let's say if it displays true, system out print line, okay. Okay, actually, let me not make it very confusing. So let's say I have another local variable, boolean, and let's say um, response. Okay, response, and the response is this. Let me just cut and paste. So here I will just display response. Okay, so now has the same price. We don't have it yet in the product class. So let's go back to product class and has the same price. So let's write it here. I say public, and this returns either true or false, which means boolean data type. So it returns this, and here we say has the same price, and the parameter is another product. Okay, so product, and let's name it other. Okay, so now we should check if, okay, so if the price of this current object, which is this dot price, okay, is the same as other price get price. Okay, so if the other price is the same as this, the price of this object, then we return true. Okay. Otherwise, else return false. Okay, so this returns either true or false. Let's go back to tester class. So what if they are the same? Then the response will be true, and this should display true. So let's see what they display. Okay, it says false. It is because the prices are different. So if I make the prices the same, if I make these $10 and this is also $10. So if I run it, now true. Okay, so they have the same price. Now let's write another method. By the way, if this is true, then you return true. Okay, so whatever the value of this, and you return the same thing. In that case, this is redundant. You can say, because this highlighted part will be evaluated true or false. If it is true, then if you return true, then why not just return it? Okay, and then you delete rest of it. Okay, so this is much shorter, right? So if this is true, return it. If this is false, return false. So you don't have to use if-else statement. Okay, so now let's say I want to also check if they have the same name. So here let's say public, and again boolean, and here I say if the same name. So the parameter is again product, and let's call it other. And in here I say again there is no need for the if-else statement. Return. So this dot. So let's say get name. Okay, and then other dot get name. Okay, so this is wrong actually, because this is a string, this is also a string. So with the strings you should not use equals equals. You use equals equals for the primitive data types. So this is double for the integers and characters and so on, but not for the integers. For the integers we use a method. So we say equals, so let's say equals ignore case, and then here other get name, and this should be in the parentheses. Okay, so you get the other get name, so the name of the other object and name of this object, and if they are the same, and you return the same. So now let's test it. In the main method, I will say system out print line. So here the name, okay, so I say I am talking to P1 again. I say, do you have the same name as the P2? So P1 has the same name as P2. If they have the same name, so it should display true. So here false, because they don't have the same name. This is apple, this is orange. If I make it apple, okay, now it says true. Yes, apple and apple. If I make it lowercase apple, and let's make this uppercase apple. So now, do they have the same name? Yes, true. Because if you go back to method, we use equals ignore case instead of just equals. Okay, and now this returns also true. Now also let's say let's assume if the products have the same name, and also if they have exactly the same price, I want to conclude that they have the same product. Okay, so now we override the equals method, because equals method exists in the object class, so we want to override it. So I say public, and it is also boolean. Okay, and here I say equals the other one is product, so product and other as the parameter. So here, because I have this method and this method anyway, so has the same price, has the same name, why not take advantage from this? Here I say return if they have the same price. So how do I check that? I say if P1 has um, has the same I'm sorry, not P1, this, okay, if this has the same name as the other, just other is not sufficient, other get name, okay, get name, so this must be the same. Actually, I could also use, instead of this, I could say um, has the same, okay, so if no has the same name as the other, and also uh, okay, so also um, has the same price as the other dot get price, okay, and then semicolon. Okay, so return, okay, so has the same name. Okay, so has the same name, okay, so other, okay, so I am sorry, this should be other, not other get name. So here, let me put it here. Okay, so this should be a product. The input is product. So if I say equals, so in the tester class, let's say, um, let me just comment all of these out. And here I say system out print line, and I want to say if P1 equals so product, okay, other P2. So let's see if this returns true. If I call it, run it, okay, true. So that is if they have the same name and if they have the same price, so it is true. If I change it, if I make this 15, so now let's see. Okay, false. Now they are not the same. So I hope this is clear to everybody. Let me know if you have any question. Have a nice day.